Teams have aspirations to move to Division I as early as next season, so they're challenging themselves this year by playing some of those teams. They've lost twice to Arizona State and once to Arizona, but they kept it close. Their 11th game was their one and only. Instrumental rendition of the national anthem, and we are set to go. Cal State Northridge, their home opener against the Grand Canyon. Out of our stop line starts, Alex Ryan sits center with Eli Barrett and John Blasco on the wings. Levi Bowles and Will Lessick, the starting defensemen. CSUN in their home white sweaters and socks with a red and black trim, red numbers, black helmets and pants, attacking from left to right in the first period. In their black sweaters and socks, purple and a white trim, white numbers, black helmets and pants. We apologize for no video. We're trying to get it fixed as the night goes along. We'll have a radio-style broadcast for you. Third ever meeting between these two teams. Matadors beat Grand Canyon here last season, so they went to Peoria. Final game of a three-game road trip and beat GCU 4-1. Ryan swings the Bulls near side, tips it up the wing. Stepping into the territory by Jeff Payne. Ryan sees some net left, stabs up in the early last go. Down the left point by Brett Kramer, shot blocked by Ryan to the center circle. Ryan's a hard forecheck, but Kramer sends up the left wing down the ice. And that goes for icing on GCU. Just 20 seconds into this one. Both teams 1-3. Matadors lost to Utah State 8-6, their season opener, but they went toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in the West region. And then they carried the play against Montana Tech, beating the Ordiggers 2-1. 2 goals from Cameron Rohr. Eli Barron got off the face-off in the right circle. Skates to the far side. Sharp ankle bid by Blasco goes wide the net. Matadors then played a very tough game against Weber State, but again went toe-to-toe against the Wildcats, losing 3-1. The one spoiler, if you will, was the final game of that road trip. Against Washington, they lost 6-3, and that was arguably the weakest team that was there at the showcase. Matadors trying to rebound here tonight. Garrett Hefty stabs it into the slot, but it's taken away by the GCU defense. Both teams rolling a change, sent up the near way. Once again, icing on the Lobos. GCU, they've lost twice to Arizona State's Division I team. So they kept it pretty close against ASU. The first game wasn't so 3, and they lost to 5-3. And then they played Arizona's Division I team and lost by 2. And they beat Colorado State last Sunday. It's a 6-4 score. Face-off GCU right circle. Hefty wins the max going. But it's stabbed out to neutral ice by Connor Hansen. Touch and play whistle down. And pass on the Matadors in neutral ice. So the dots. Face-off is on their dots. Side of neutral ice. Hefty against Gabe Rankin on the draw. The Matadors attacking from left to right here in the first. Going, checks down Rankin. Rankin trips up. Going, the play continues. Hefty on the right wing sends into GCU territory. Backhanded around the net to the far side by Sullivan Murphy. It was a strong forecheck, but two Matadors run into each other. Crossing right now for GCU 3-on-2. Good shot from the top of the first stop. That's Alboda. Pushing to the left side of the CSUN net. Marvin Simmons with the first opportunity, top of the right circle. Alboda made a save. Big rebound. Was right into him by Murphy, but he made the second save and was able to hang on. Alboda looking sharp early on. Alboda played both games against GCU last season. Gave up only 3 goals in those games, 1.50 goals against them. 933 saves against GCU in those 2 games. First shot from the blue line goes wide from Trey Green. Right half wall, Colton Edgington, checked by Cameron Rourke. Puck comes free to Jack Maxton, 2-on-2. Sends it up the middle of the ice for Matt Hoover. Gets around Brett Kramer, but then it's steered aside by Swale. Out front, quick shot by Rourke, stick save, Swale. Nice chances now for the Matadors. John Michael lowered right points into the slot. It's intercepted by Ray Thomas. Nice full check by Rourke, yields a turnover. Rourke in behind the net. Checked well by Luke Wilson. Maxton digs it free, skates to the far side. Maxton now back to the near side. Right circle in front through Hoover. Touched up by GCU. Penalty in front of the net. Rourke was given a rough ride down to the ice. So the Matadors seemingly have the first power play at 17:53. If Rourke joins him, actually. That appears to be the case. So Rourke and Wilson are going off. Coincidental penalty. And the penalties against 17:53. Looks to be 4-on-4 play. Matadors send a 5th out there. Also going to the box is Jacob Furnow for GCU. So 2 penalties for GCU, 1 for CSUN, and they do indeed. It's a 4 minutes penalty to Wilson. Sent out by GCU, possible short-handed breakaway. Coming in along, backhand around the back. Cassio's a both goes free into the CSUN net dislodging it. Face-off stays inside. So both get roughing, and then Wilson also gets an additional 2 for high sticking. Stolen into the CSUN blue line. He's going to rough right down the outside. Here comes CSUN 2-on-2. Now more of a 3-on-3. Quinton Abaya, right wing. Abaya stops in the corner and behind the net for going. There's a setup on this power play. Matadors need to get the power play together. Bulls in the high slot, shoots, it's blocked. Sent out by Rankin. Change in line for the Lopes. CSUN on the power play early on this year, 9.1%. Just 2 for 22. There's 2 power play goals from Cameron Rourke and Quinton Abaya in their second and third games, respectively. Ryans to the blue line for Lauren. Wrist up wide left. Ryans, left point, backhands him behind the nets. First on it, Alex Marbach. Marbach, right corner, cycles for Blasco. Blasco backhands to Marbach along the half wall. Returns to Blasco in the corner. Out front, Berengut shoots. Stopped by Swale. Backhand made by Berengut. Stopped by Swale. Blasco right side. Backhands to Marbach. Up top, Lauren off his left skate. Left side, Ryan shoots. Glove save. Swale. 16:21 remaining in the opening period. 28 seconds remaining on the Matadors' power play. Swale played for North Iowa in a 3A job and a very young club. Grand Canyon. Most of their players are freshmen. They had a pretty good recruiting class. Again, they're trying to move up to Division I eventually. Don't know if it's going to happen next season, but eventually GCU move up to D1. Trying to prepare for that. Pretty nice showing so far. One of the boats stepped out of the box, but then had to go back in and trying to get things organized. Face off GCU, left circle. Berengut on the back end, wins left point, Lauren. Down the wall, Ryans. Backhands behind the net for Blasco. Berengut's out front. Sent to Ryans, out of his reach. And it comes to neutral ice. Ryans far side. Comes away from a couple of lopes. Backhands to Blasco, left wing. Blasco. Beats him behind that to the near side. Backhands to Marbach, right circle, cross ice. Deflected away from Ryans. The additional minor is over. Ryans actually, luckily, brought that puck back in offside. Otherwise, going the other way quickly is going to be Payne for GCU. So a lucky offside call for the Matadors. Don't give up another breakaway. CSUN 0-for-1 on the power play. Rourke is out of the box as well. Face off on the far dot of neutral ice. Matadors' fourth line is out. Tommy Payne into Bulls. Skating backwards in the zone end. Up the middle of the ice. Turns it over to Nick Maralda. Maralda left wing. Shoots it on goal. Stopped by Calvoda. And he keeps it held. Grand Canyon, a member of the Mountain West League, along with Utah State, Weber State, Utah Valley, Montana Tech, Montana State, Wyoming. A very strong conference, arguably the strongest conference in the West region. There's also, of course, the WCHC, which is, in my opinion, the second strongest of the Matadors Conference. The Texas League and the Pac-8. So on the CSUN net back forward. Left it plays to the far side for Hans Wormsdorfer. Backhand further for Payne. But Payne can't get around. Simmons sent back behind the CSUN net. Lessick flips it up the left wing through. Wormsdorfer held a right point for Murphy. Plays back behind the net. So Lessick again left corner. Pressure gives up the puck. Passing still not crisp, I would say. They need to work on their passing as this season goes along. Greens were shot from the left point blocked. Sent up the ice by Wormsdorfer. Lessick first on it, checked by Murphy. Able to skate to the far side. Lessick cycles. Worked out front by Hoover, but he couldn't shoot. Put out by GCU. Marbach far side, flips back in. CSUN touches up. And behind that, picked up by Green. Green tips it up the far wing. Wilson cross ice behind Payne. Payne back across in CSUN territory. Marbach tipped out. Picked up inside GCU territory by Tyler Keurig. Keurig this way for Payne. Center circle off the stick there. Cassio, but it's sent in by Payne. GCU trying to curl away from Cassio. Sends it behind the straight from Marbach. One uses it up the wing for two Matadors. Two lopes in fourth by three by Rourke. Rourke starts out left wing further for Maxton. Maxton uses the board to get into GCU territory. Big bump by Rourke, left corner boards, dislodges Keurig on the puck, stopped by Maxton, stopped by Swale. And a good forecheck by Rourke has been Matadors' best forward so far this season. Team leader in points with 4. Also leads the team with 3 goals. Cycled right side Maxton to Rourke, back to the right point for Marbach. Sends down the wing for Rourke, out front, hoping for Goen. Goen regathers, spins and shoots well wide left. Ewan activates from the left points. Then to Maxton, who's covering. Maxton in deep for Ewan. Tried to feed Marbach back up top. It was an airborne pass, just kicked it further, and it's cleared out by GCU. Good shift there for the Hunters hemming in the low. 13:08 remaining in the first period. Not have video for you right now, but we'll try and fix that during the first intermission. Left wing, Simmons kicks it into the right corner. Sent out front and eye by Lauren. Avaya stabs further up to the left point. Back down the wing by Rankin. Lauren up the middle of the ice. Rankin turns it over, shoots it, stopped by Calvoda. Horrible turnover for Lauren. Hefty checks a lope down in behind the net, and he heads off. It's an unnecessary penalty for Hefty. The puck was nowhere near. That's Antelope. All was off the turnover from Lauren to send it right at the middle of the zone. Turned it right over to Rankin. Luckily, Calvoda bails him out. 12:35, GCU gets their first power play. Out of the penalty kill has been very good this season. 82.6%, 19 for 23. They were 6 for 6 in their last game against the Washington. Hefty sits for interference, I believe. The call again, the puck was nowhere near. Left point Kramer, cross ice. Slap shot glove save Calvoda. Maraldo, the team leader in points coming in as a defenseman. 3 goals and 5 points. He's a freshman from Lakeland, Florida. Technically a cross-checking call on Hefty. The official call, but interference, cross-check, pick your poison. So send out. It's Ryans, Baranguts, Lessick, and Bulls, the penalty killers. Half a minute gone by. Left wing takes a bump from Bulls, sends right corner. Lessick up the wing. Out in right point by Maralda. Punches it back into the corner, picked up by Cameron Wojnicki. Maralda left point, right point to the left point. Kramer, his shot blocked by Baranguts. Lessick slaps it up the far wing. Ryan skinny clear on the right point. Maralda. That's bumped by Bulls there. Bulls loses a glove and cleans up. Casio, then they come to CSUN. Fed back left point. Kramer, shot blind net. Bulls gives Casio a bit of a spear as well after the whistle. So CSUN's going to be down 2 men for 52 seconds. Big chance for GCU at 11:30. Now going to the box as well. Casio. The ref takes both of them. Manpower doesn't change till a 5-on-4. Right there for CSUN. He's off in there, right circle. CSUN attacking from left to right. Blasco wins the puck forward, taken by GCU. Second opportunity, Blasco stabs further. Nice job to pressure Green. 45 seconds remaining on the power play for GCU. Green off of Blasco. Remember, he has a shorthanded goal already this season. Both players get holding penalties as CSUN clears to the red line. Rankin right wing, middle of the ice for Payne. Payne left circle, shoots to fuck it up and out. Marbach actually stayed in the rink, bigger point. Got by Marbach to get the shooting lane. Wilson digs it free right corner, cycles out of the reach of Rankin. Marbach in backhand, uses the near glass. Started left point by Green, forced out by Payne. GCU's been a little chippy in this first period. CSUN has responded. Hefty's out of the box. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. 10.5 to go in the first. Good kill for CSUN. No real good opportunities for GCU. Green stops him behind his net. Plays to the far side. Worked off the glass by Murphy. Over the stripe right wing. Furnout and can't advance it further. Big bump in the high slots. He's got like Cody Parker this line. Bore it from the goal. Tried to creep in, but then was denied. Out in right point, Furnout fumbles it out. 2-on-2 for CSUN. Maxton left wing. Maxton drops for Hoover. Wrist shot blocked. Maralda got in the lane. Send him behind the net this way for Maxton. Paxton leaves right point. Lauren down the wing for Hoover. Hoover in the high slot. Wrist shot blocked. Lauren activates but can't hold his own. Now it's stolen. Meralda cuts it on a breakaway. Shoots! Another breakaway for GCU here in the first. Lackadaisical play by CSUN. Meralda couldn't hit the net. GCU definitely does not have the speed of, say, Weaver State or Utah State. They're used to being the quicker team, and they certainly are the quicker team. Credit GCU, they've been able to cut in on a couple of breakaways so far. Haven't been able to get opens. Wyatt, left wing, backhands to the red line. Sent this way from Murphy. Backhands further to Colton Edgington, given a rough ride by Ewan, sends into the CSUN. Took right back out. Murphy turns it over far side to Abaya. Abaya left circle shoots. It's Abaya just twisted it on. Swale couldn't make a glove save. And off it and into that, CSUN up first at 8:45. Abaya's second goal of the season. Sophomore from Lancaster. That was a weak one for Swale to give up. The Matadors can learn from that and just put pucks on net from wherever they are. GCU controls the draw in the center circle. Curling away from the pressure of Currick. Rankin further. Cutting in now. Backhand big kicked up by Calvoda. Robbing Thomas on an abbreviated breakaway. One thing CSUN's had trouble with in this first period again is getting up breakaways. GCU, they've had 3 of them now. They've either by Calvoda or missed the net entirely. CSUN's got to clean it up defensively. Lesick left wing. Down now. Swale back in. Hefty and Ewan pick up the assist. That's Ewan's first point of the season. He has 3 assists in his career. Second year of Matadors from Valencia, a senior. For Hefty, that's his second assist, third point of the season. Hefty runs into a low behind his own net turnover. Shot stopped by Calhoun. Doesn't know where it is. Right side of net, sent up this way. Another by Currick left side. Barbach on that far side. Another by GCU. Shot from the line, skips wide left of the net. Good shift for GCU off the goal. Hefty checks Currick left half wall. And number is clear out. It's not going to go far enough for icing. Allowing CSUN to get a partial change. Actually, now they do say it rolled far enough for icing. Boy. That barely crept over the goal line. The puck was very slow to slide down the ice. I think the GCU defenseman could have got back in time, but he milked it. CSUN fans aren't happy, but it is icing. Based off CSUN left circle, they're attacking from left to right. Got up the draw from Kane, blocking the save Calvoda while standing. And he covers it up to the right side of the net. 6:58 remaining in the opening period. Quinton Abaya from Garrett Hefty and Mason Ewan. It's giving the Matadors the early advantage. When CSUN has scored first this season, they are 0-1. This is just the Matadors' second first period goal of the season. Garrett Hefty scored against Utah State. That was the first game of the season. Barron got left wing, tries to stop it. Stopped by Swale. Matadors' top line's out right now, so that's been a problem for the Matadors. Scoring in first periods, just their second goal in first periods this season, but hopefully that's the start of more to come. Velasco out front, just ahead of Barron Guns, backhanded out by Payne. It had been 3 first periods since CSUN had scored a goal. Well, that one from Abaya. Lessick's playing a physical first period. Forces a turnover, sends back in his own end for Bulls, left wing Ryans. Took away by Green. Ryans sends right side, put to the high stick by Kramer. And he touches it first in the right corner. Play whistle down. 6:10 to go in the first. Matadors in home openers since the 2006-2007 season, 4-7. Last season when they beat Cal State Fullerton, it was their first home opener victory since moving up to Division II. It was their first home victory since 2009. Matadors traditionally aren't very strong starters at home, obviously, but trying to make it 2 in a row this season. Lauren slapped off in the middle point, blocked by Wojnicki. Lauren left point, backhands down the wing. Knocked out of midair legally this time by Green, and sent out by Wojnicki. Ewan on the near side, pressured by Payne. They can skate away, backhand left wing Rourke, backhand further Maxton. Maxton turns it over to Payne. Comes to the CSUN strike, taken by Ewan. Ewan this way for Lauren. Pressure, but able to get away from the forecheck of Meralda. Lauren right wing. Nice toe drag at the blue line, but loses possession. Hoover stabs back in. CSUN touches up. 5.5 to go in the opening period. Rourke in neutralized. Backhands left wing for Hoover. Hoover little chip play rubbed out by Kramer. Wilson taken off the puck by Maxton, walks out front but couldn't shoot. Checked down by Kramer. Play to the Matador zone. Goes behind the net. Looking to the forecheck of Parker. To the left to it. Pass doesn't connect. Rolls again. Backhand left wing Maxton. Maxton has some room to skate. Maxton gains the red line, slides it behind the net, heads off on change. The puck takes a weird hop in the Zamboni corner. Out front, Wormsdobler shot is blocked by the sprawled defenseman Murphy. GCU not used to that Zamboni corner. Wormsdobler, nice forecheck, yields a turnover out front, hoping for Jacob Steinfeld, but doesn't connect. Bulls holds in. Wormsdobler left half wall out front, taken away. Held in by Pang. Nice shift by the Matadors' fourth line. Nice forecheck. GCU clears to the red line. Lessig fresh off the bench, back in. CSUN touches up. Wormsdobler, a real good job on the forecheck. Couple of turnovers. Held in at the blue line by Lessig, sent it wide left of the net. Pang left corner. Met by Murphy. Ulster players dig for it. Goins in there as well. And it's frozen. 4:04 to go in the opening period. Quinton Abaya. First shot from the left circle beats Swale. Teams in line for both sides. GCU trying to make regionals in their second season. It's going to be a tough road for both teams. A whole lot of competition this year in the West region. Face off GCU left circle, one in left point, Lessig. Down the wing of Abaya, the goal scorer. Backhands in behind the nets. Green backhands to the left point, held in by Lessig. Lessig in deep out of the reach of Hefty, rims near side. Hefty first on it. It's taken away by GCU. Flipped out by Simmons. Lessig backhands this way for Lauren. Backhands up the right wing for Goin and sends to the right side of the net. Swale up the far side, turns it over to Hefty. Hefty skates it behind the net to the far side. Hefty pacing with the puck. Middle point, Lessig. Wrist shot, blocked wide of the net. Abaya skates to the right side, cycles for Hefty. Hefty, left half wall, in front for Abaya. Tips it on, stopped by Swale, no rebound. So scratches tonight for the Matadors. 3 and 4 goalies, Caleb Mead and Brandon Pagan. George Reznikov, Matt Bushton, Tom Dobrikot, and Evan Wright. So Max Goin is on this second line tonight in place of Evan Wright, who's out of town at a wedding. Ronnie Cortez and Kevin Stanky getting their first game of the season. Face off in the right circle. Baron Guts had it taken away. Sending under territory in the left wing by Payne. Ending it up, Baron Gut left wing further for Ryans. 2-on-3. Ryans creates some space now on the right wing. In front for Baron Gut. Nice defensive play by Murphy. Hoping for the give and go there. Puck chipped into the GCU penalty box. Here at the Isoplex, the benches are right below us as we're on the upper deck. Penalty boxes, scoring table on the far side. 2:51 to go in the first. Quinton Abaya has the lone goal. Stay tuned during the first intermission. I'll recap the stats and scoring plays. Check the out-of-town scoreboard. We're on the far dot of neutral ice. Baron Gut wins the Marbach and flips it deep. Swale stays put. Again takes a weird hop in the Zamboni corner. Works out for the Lopes though this time. They break out. Wilson, middle of the ice. Flips it in the left corner. 50-50 puck. Edgington skates away from Hewitt. Hewitt able to skate to him, check him down to the ice. Good through by Wilson. Glasgow steals, break out. Right back in by Kramer. GCU touches up. Calvona leads for Marbach. Marbach feeds it up the right wing, works out to Glasgow. Taps further for Ryans. One-on-one with Kramer. Ryans has it stick tipped away in the slots. That pass by Marbach went by two GCU players. Could have easily been a turnover. CSUN gets a rush out of it nonetheless. Marbach left wing plays further for Maxton. Stops in the left corner, checked by Kramer. Under 2 to go in the first. Maxton checked down to the ice. Hoover comes in to help. 2 Matadors, 2 Lopes dig for it. Right free by GCU. They send out. Nice little dangle by Simmons, top of the right circle, shoots off the side of the nets. Green holds in at the high point. Green backhands right corner. Simmons getting a rough ride by Marbach. Fucking free to roll. He's on the right wing for Hoover. Backhands ahead. Just along to the left point by Cure. Edgington out, taken by Marbach. Stretch pass intercepted by Green. Green steps in the left circle. Shoots on the top. Penalty upcoming to CSUN as Green was hooked in the left circle. Swales on the bench. Extra attacker out. Green up the middle of the ice. 1 minute to go in the first. Green steps over the blue line. Gets around Lessig right circle. In front of an item. It's touched up by Hoover. Hooking call at 49 seconds. GCU second power play. Hoover goes to the box. Penalty, of course, will carry over if GCU can't score. Big face-off here. Matadors right circle. Hefty takes the draw against Cassio. Hefty steps out, has a word with Calvona. Cassio wins the draw. Right point. Slap shots by Moralda. Stopped by Calvona. Moralda had a lot on it. Calvona, another nice save. Hefty can't stab around Moralda. Hefty in the back check. Here's a turnover. Taken then by Payne. Wojnicki right point, down the wing for Payne, back to Wojnicki. Wojnicki to Payne. Wojnicki goes to the net, sent there, denied. Picked up by Abaya, sent out. Hefty and Abaya head off for Pang and a Baron gut. Bowles and Lauren still the penalty killing defenseman. 10 seconds to go in the period. Payne regroups to the blue line, sends this away for Kramer. Kramer sends it into the right corner. 2 seconds left. Bowles pins it up. That's the end of the first period. So a strong opening 20 minutes for the Matadors. They did have a lot of turnovers in the first period. That was the only thing that was really a problem for the Matadors. They head in with a 1-0 lead. We'll try and fix the video for you during the intermission. We'll come back in just a moment, recap the stats and scoring plays, and have more for you here from the Simi Valley Isoplex. Matadors home opener for the 2017-2018 season.
Black Magic.
Yes. Yay.
Somehow, like on the Black Magic device, it was set to SDI, which is not HDMI. So I don't know how it got switched.
It's alright.
But cool.
Yeah. So it's working. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to talk to him for a second, but I'll go head back now.
Yeah, no worries. I'll let him know. Yeah, I was just
Great.
so.
We started the second period. CSUN 1, Grand Canyon no score. Clinton Abaya score 8:45. It's second goal of the season from Garrett Hefty and Mason Ewan at even strength. Shots on goal in the first period, 9 apiece. So Brandon Calvota, 9 saves. Matadors had a strong first period, but one thing was they turned the puck over way more than they should have. GCU had 4 breakaways in that first period, and luckily they were either bailed out by Calvota, who had a strong opening 20 minutes, or they just plain missed the net. So second period begins. Grand Canyon on their second power play. Matadors are 0 for 1 on the power play. Grand Canyon 0 for 1 as well. So the remainder of their second power. CSUN can clean things up in their own end. There were a couple of turnovers as well that should have led to at least shots on goal, but luckily went through a couple of GCU boats. Again, GCU shot the puck wide. Grand Canyon actually is staying in Norco because they're playing San Diego State on Sunday, so they were in the same traffic that I was coming up here to Simi Valley Isoplex today. My goodness, it took me 2.5 hours to get from Loma Linda through Pasadena. Of course, the journey wasn't quite complete yet. There's a Coldplay concert going on at the Rose Bowl tonight, so that's the reason the 210 was bogged down. So GCU spent a lot of time on their bus this afternoon coming up here to Simi Valley Isoplex. Matadors trying to take advantage of those bus legs here today. First and 2 these two teams. So play again here tomorrow night at 9:30. This is the third ever meeting between these two teams. CSUN won the first 2 games here at the Simi Valley Isoplex 6-2, and then it was a 4-1 score at Peoria. They're at AZ Ice Peoria. This is both teams' 5th game of the season. They're both 1-3. CSUN a close loss to Utah State 8-6. Then they beat Montana Tech 2-1. 2 goals from Cameron Rorick. Lost narrowly to Weber State 3-1. But the really disappointing thing about the Boise State Showcase was CSUN losing to Washington by a 6-3 score, a game they should have won. So Washington was the weakest team there at the Boise State Showcase. Meanwhile, GCU, they've lost twice to Arizona State's Division I team, lost once to Arizona, who's D1, and their one and only D2 game of the season, they beat Colorado State 6-4. So GCU has aspirations of moving up to D1 as early as next season, testing the waters this year. 1 to go on GCU's power play as the second period is underway. Berengut, Ryants, along with Bowles and Lessick, the penalty killers, getting GCU's second power play. Puck takes a weird hop in the Zamboni corner. Saw that a couple of times in the first period. GCU able to hold in. Ryant's a good stick deflects down the ice. The forwards head off for Rorick and Pang. 44 seconds remaining on the power play. Lessick slaps it all the way down. There's Daniel Swale getting his second start of the season. Banks it off the back of the net. Rorick able to steal, but luckily a lope is there. If not for Cassio, that's a wide open net for Rorick. The Metalers penalty kill continues to be very sharp this season. Again, coming in 82.6%, big bump. Lessick on Cassio, sent back to the line. Maralda's shot skips wide of the nets. Lessick chips it away from a lope, but there is Rankin. Rankin sends to Maralda, penalty's over. Hoover gets back in the play, sent out front, Pang intercepts, clears out. Race for the icing. Hoover gets there first to wash it out. Swale has to play it. Sends up the wing for Murphy. So GCU now 0 for 2 on the power play. Just 1.5 into this second period. Quinton Abaya from Hefty and Ewan on even strength, the lone goal so far. Hefty with the puck. Sharp angle bit wide. Marbach fresh off the bench, given a rough ride by Wilson, but holds the zone. Going back to Marbach. Shot blocker saves Swale. Hefty, again checked by Wilson, who's been the most physical lope tonight. He's a returner. Wilson, a sophomore from Spokane Valley, Washington. Again, a very young Lopes team. Most of their players are freshmen. This is a program that is still building, just their second year of existence. Trying to take that next step and make regionals this year. Ewan plays up the wing, held by Kramer. Shot blocked. Ewan again. Has Abaya up ice. Ewan skates all the way in. Checked off the puck by Furnow. Furnow gets his stick. Ewan still with it. What poise up ice. But loses it. Puck does not hit the ceiling. Comes to Marbach. Marbach up the wing for Blasco. 2-on-2. Blasco. Shoot stop by Swale. Blasco again. Cycles. Intercepted by Kramer. Kramer skates away from Ryants. Ryants hard on the forecheck. Checks him down to the ice. Ryants out front hoping for Berengut. Marbach sends it on. Stopped by Swale. Berengut leaves for Marbach. Shoots. Held by Swale. Picked it up through the screen of Blasco. 16:54 remaining in the second. And we apologize for no video in the first, but we are good to go the rest of the way. GCU in their inaugural season finished 6-22-2. They had a very tough schedule. They play San Diego State on Sunday, then they play Arizona State next week in a home-and-home. Their home game is actually at Gillette River Arena, which is the home of the Arizona Coyotes, and they go to ASU. Shot by Lessick, deflected wide by Pang. Matador's fourth line had a good first period. They're out for another shift. Pang shoots, blocked by Wilson. Wilson sends to Thomas. Given a rough ride by Lessick, but clears the zone. Wormstobler back in. Wilson chips it around Pang. Comes neutral ice. Lauren back in. CSUN touches up. Sullivan, Murphy sends to the far side. Nice forecheck by the Matadors, yields a turnover. Steinfeld shoots, stopped by Swale. Matador forecheck continues to be on point tonight. 2-on-2 for GCU. Maralda, but it's offside. A little dangle by Nick Maralda, but is made offside. Again, Maralda, the freshman from Lakeland, Florida, played for the Tampa Scorpions in a PHL. A lot of junior experience for GCU. Most of their recruits coming from one junior program or another. Draws one by Cassio, who's a SoCal native from Corona, played for the OC Hockey Club's AA program, a freshman. Marbach up the wing, held by Green. Green shot wide. First on at Cassio. So there's the Corona native, banks it to Green. Green shoots, it deflects on Calvoda, covers up. Brandon Calvoda continues to have a strong game in between the pipes for the Matadors. Calvoda now a career record of 27, 17, 1-1, so 10 games over 500 in his career. 3.56 career goals against, 8.85 save percentage. He's the only boy that's ever played against GCU. Quick shot off the draw by Payne, but Calvoda was ready. Another big save from Brandon Calvoda, who didn't have the best of Boise State showcases, but looks to have rebounded nicely so far tonight. What a tremendous sophomore season for Calvoda. 9 games over 500 as CSUN's called for icing. Vincent Seppi, the backup tonight, again scratch for the Matadors. They're 3 and 4 goalies. Caleb Mead and Brandon Hagan. George Reznikov, Matt Bushton, who's out with an injury. Tom Dobricott out with an injury, and Evan Wright, who's at a wedding. So Goen has moved up to the second line. It's the Rourke line that's down, and Rourke clears to neutral ice. Green goes D to D. Chipped in by Payne. Bulls closed in on by Cassio. Hoover can't clear. Worked out front, but denied by Lessick. Lessick continues to have a strong game tonight. Going wide on Green. Lessick cycles for Maxton, taken over by Kramer. 50-50 puck, Rourke. Checked by Green. Cycles for Maxton. Hoover heads to the net. Loses possession. Rourke, a sharp angle bid, stopped by Swale. And he's checked into the net, dislodging it. 14:52 remaining in the middle period. Quinton Abaya in the first. A wrist shot from the left wing off the glove hand of Swale. Swale played for North Iowa in the NA3HL. Lakeville, Minnesota native. His second start. Played the second game against ASU's D1 team. Gave up 4 goals. Made 39 saves. Pretty good goalie for GCU. Hefty wins the draw. Goen taps to Kevin Stanke, his first shift of the season. He and Johnny Cortez, their first games, did not accompany the team to Boise. Goen, nice forecheck out front off the stick of Swale. Abaya can't gain body position, and it's sent down by Keurig, but icing on GCU. It's going to be interesting to see how GCU finishes the season. This should be a team that is in the regionals mix. Maybe Colorado State, a team we thought was going to be a little stronger than they actually are, moving up from D3 this season. Murphy around for Parker, who clears out. Stanke with time, sends back in. Swale out to play it. Swale leaves for Keurig. Keurig reverses for Parker. Parker. Goen finishes his check. Stanke plays back in. CSUN still offside. Now they're onside. Parker chips it up the wing through Stanke. Hansen in front. But Rankin was in too tight to shoot. Nice chance for GCU there. Matadors clear out. Keurig leaves for Murphy. Murphy flips in. Stanke, checked by Wilson, stabs to Lauren. Lauren stretches it up the ice. Can't get it to Abaya. Stanke, it's held in by Thomas, taken over by Abaya. Thomas played his youth hockey right here for the Titans AAA program. Quick shot by Meralda, wide of the net. Dangerous chance for GCU. So a former teammate of Matt Bushton's, Ray Thomas. Quartz Hill native, a freshman with GCU. Big bump by Hefty on Thomas. Sent in by Goen. CSUN rolls a change. But they were behind the red line, so it's icing. Matadors are trying to be coy as their top line is out. See if the ref calls them back. Matadors were changing when the icing call happened, and they're not going to be allowed to change. Ryans is allowed to stay out there. hops back over the boards, as well as Abaya. Actually, I believe it was Goen that was out there, so Pang is a fresh body for CSUN. GCU controls the draw. Quick shot, stick save, Calvoda. Green a drive, wide, had a lot on it. Maralda down the wing. Wojnicki turns the puck over. Abaya stabs through Ryans. Stanke up the wing. Matadors furiously trying to clear. Drive well wide. Payne a lot on it as well, but GCU not hitting the nets. Green holds it in. Shot blocked. Stanke falls down. Matadors desperately need a whistle or a clear. Abaya gets the clear. Remember, it's the period of the long change, though. No changes yet. Deflected in. Lauren a chance to clear. He does. Abaya a breakaway. Abaya puts on the brakes. Stopped by Swale. Then Ryan's a bit stopped and held by Swale. Abaya tried the Connor McDavid move right there. Bit frustrated as he heads off. What a shift by that line, an extended shift after the icing. GCU hemmed him in, but able to get a breakaway at the very end of it. Ewan's shot blocked and he's hammered down. That's a penalty. The hit was high by Edgington. Would have been legal, but the hit came in high from Colton Edgington. Head contact penalty at 12:03. CSUN's second power play. They're 0 for 1. First penalty of the middle frame. Edgington a returner for GCU. Big chance for CSUN to double their lead. Face-off should be inside. Matadors bench calling for it, and it will be inside. Just a 2-minute head contact penalty for Edgington. The hefty line starts with Bowles and Lessick. This is the Matadors' second unit. CSUN again still trying to get the power play together. Their first power play wasn't too eventful. Under 10% on the season. Lessick's shot held by Swale. Lessick to Abaya. Cycles for Goen. Intercepted by Curick. Held in by Bowles. Stabs to Hefty. Hefty shoots, it's blocked and cleared out by Kramer. Possible 2-on-1. Sent in front, denied by Bowles. 2-on-1 now, possibly the other way. Now more of a 2-on-3. Abaya pivots. Drops for Ryans. In front, Bowles shoots, stopped by Swale. Cleared ahead. Calvoda's going to play it. Calvoda almost turned it over, but stayed with it and sends to Lessick. 1 minute gone by on this eventful power play. GCU continues to get chances shorthanded. Ryans mishandles the pass. Ryans checked by Curick. Maralda up the wing and out. Matadors top units out now. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Rorick to Ryans, couldn't handle it. Maralda shakes Bowles. Maralda on the backhand, stopped by Calvoda. Cleared out by Rorick. Sharp angle bid then. Stopped by Calvoda. GCU's had more shots on this power play than CSUN has. Bowles to Rorick. Rorick steps around Maralda. In front, hoping for Barron-Gut, stopped by Swale. Cleared out. Held in by Hefty. 50-50 puck. Barron-Gut gets there ahead of Murphy. 2 seconds left on the power play. Out of the box. Edgington, CSUN over 2 on the man advantage. Just past the halfway mark of the hockey game. Abaya in the first is the lone goal. Rorick to Barron-Gut. Centering pass blocked by Wilson. Puck stays in the rink off of Lauren's stick. Sends back in. CSUN touches up. Maralda, who's played a ton tonight for GCU, one of their best defensemen. Wilson chips it around Lauren. Ewan given a rough ride by Wilson, who continues to be the Lopes' most physical player tonight. Cortez out for a shift, checked off of the puck. Wojnicki's shot stopped by Calvoda. No rebounds. 9:12 to go in the second. It's been a pretty even hockey game so far. GCU running a bit of a short bench. They have 16 skaters and 3 goalies. Matador's a full complement of players, hoping to wear down GCU as the night goes along. Quick shot off the draw by Payne, followed by Calvoda, one of his best saves. Payne, the Santa Clara native, a freshman, played for the Junior Sharks AAA program. A good one for the Lopes. He's been visible tonight. Kicked to Wojnicki. His shot stopped by Calvoda. Shot again, held by Calvoda. It's been a bit of a chippy game. Continues here in the second. Change in line for both sides. Goins did a nice job tonight filling in for Evan Wright on this line. Getting Wright out of town due to a wedding. I believe he'll be out tomorrow as well. FD wins the draw against Simmons. Sent to Abaya. Taken away by Kurek. Bulls slaps in. CSUN gets back onside. Kurek reverses for Murphy. Murphy to Rankin, held in by Bulls. Rankin again, just comes out. FD flips in deep. Kurek closed in on. FD toe picks. Sloppy play in the GCU ends. Murphy's clearing attempt, held in by Lesick. Chip back in by Goen. Stretched up the wing by Hansen, taken over by Bulls. Lesick. Forechecked well by Rankin. He yields a turnover out front for Wilson. Couldn't shoot. Here comes Goen. Goen flips it to Abaya. Another breakaway. Shoots over top. Abaya's second breakaway of the period. Was robbed the first time. Race for the icing. GCU complaining that Wilson got there ahead of Bulls. Actually, they didn't even get to the dots, but CSUN will take the icing call. GCU definitely some beef there. 7:41 to go in the second. But CSUN's had a number of icings over the years called against them. It all evens out eventually. Top line's out. Ryan twins to Lauren. Shot deflects wide of the net. Barbach activates. Puck goes out of play. Stays inside the zone off of the defenseman. Change in line for the Lopes. A bit of stuttered play here. Tail end of the second. Now they're ruling it did not go off the Lope. So face-off comes outside. Break for GCU. They control the draw. Maralda to Kramer. This is the top deep here for GCU. Kramer, a returner. It's deflected in by Wojnicki. Lauren gets away from the pressure. Held in. Out front, Payne shoots. Glove save, Calvoda. Calvoda's glove hand was a problem at Boise's showcase. Well, that's so far so good tonight for the left catching hand of Brandon Calvoda. 7:11 to go in the middle frame. Quinton Abaya in the first, that's been it. Rourke against Wojnicki on the draw. Wojnicki wins it. Shot by Kramer, wide of the nets. 50-50 puck. Payne sends down the wing. Comes free to Hoover. Hoover's little chip play taken over by Kramer. Lauren looks to pressure up ice, sends to Hoover, now Maxton. Maxton trying to cut in, denied by Maralda. 2-on-2 for the Lopes. Maralda, but that's offside. Noah Cassio on the right wing, well offside. It's the second GCU rush that's been negated by an offside in the period. 6:40 to go in the second. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Matadors trying to remain perfect against GCU. Third ever meeting between these two teams. Ewan up the wing. Kramer back from where it came to Wilson. Pressured by Peng. Offside again on GCU. Play is really slowed here in the second period. Again, the Matadors 4-7 in home openers since the 2006-2007 season, trying to take advantage of 6 of their next 7 games here at the Isoplex. That does not include the Kings Cup game at Staples Center against Cal Lutheran, but 6 of their next 7 games at home as CSUN's called for icing. Matadors went leading after 1 period of play this year, 0-1. That was the Utah State game where Garrett Hefty had the only goal. Just the Matadors' second first period goal of the season for Quinton Abaya tonight. Matadors went 3 games without scoring in a first period. Steinfeld all by himself from the outside, easy save Swale. Matadors' fourth line continues to create opportunities. Nice shot there from Jacob Steinfeld, the senior from Brea. 6:09 to go in the second. GCU's making a couple of SoCal trips this season. I believe they're going to come out to play Long Beach State as well. Playing a few California clubs is GCU. Abaya can't walk in. Good defense from Rankin. Calvoda leaves for Bowles. Matadors rolling predominantly 5 defensemen tonight. Shots by Couric deflected up and out of play by Hefty. Face-off stays inside the zone. Kevin Stanke just 1 shift so far tonight. 2 shifts for Johnny Cortez, who's the 13th forward tonight for the Matadors. His Matador debut, Johnny Cortez, senior from LA. Shot blocked by Hefty. Rankin sends side of the net, but Simmons couldn't shoot. Simmons now shoots, held by Calvoda. Deceptive shot there by Marvin Simmons. Calvoda ready for it. Simmons from Phoenix, a freshman. Played for Kingsville in the GMHL. Yet another player with junior experience. Top line's out for CSUN, trying to get some offensive zone time on Daniel Swale. Quick shot off the draw wide. Payne taps back. Shot stopped by Calvoda. Picked it up through a screen. Kramer with the bid. Couric holds in. Shot deflects wide off of Casio. This has been GCU's best line tonight. Shot well wide by Couric. Blasco a chance to clear. Can't. Second opportunity. It's held in by Wojnicki. Payne in deep. Lessick closed in on by Casio. Sends to Berengut, who can't clear. Stolen by Ryans. Ryans pocket picked by Payne. Casio, puck hops his stick. Lessick trying to get away from him. GCU comes up with it. Sent out front. Payne couldn't shoot. Couric a drive well over top and out of play. Faceoff should come outside. Puck did not deflect. And it is outside. GCU a nice surge. 4:39 to go in the second. That shift for the Matadors' top line was all in their defensive zone. Rourke against Wilson on the draw. Wilson wins to Maralda. Maralda to Green, who stabs it. Barbach pressured by Thomas. Stir players dig for it. Pride free by Rourke. Rourke up the vacant wing. No icing. Could have been touched by Maralda. Maralda pressured by Maxton. Sends through Edgington. Ewan closed it on by Edgington. Ewan finishes him in the corner boards. Under 4 to go in the period. Green, D to D. Too hot to handle for Maralda. Maralda's shot didn't get to Calvoda. Green a drive. Well over top. Sent out front by Thomas, doesn't connect. Rourke the other way. Rourke with some space. Goes wide on Green. Takes a hack from Green. Play continues. Rourke checked off of the puck. Dug free by Green. Green around, clears the zone. No icing. Could have been touched by Ewan. Ewan to Steinfeld. Now Peng, but he couldn't handle the pass. Hansen from the outside, stopped by Calvoda. No rebounds. Easy save for Calvoda. 3:08 remaining in the second. Stay tuned during the second intermission. We'll recap the stats and scoring plays. And we will check the out-of-town scoreboard for you. FD against Simmons on the draw. FD wins to Bowles. Deflects, no icing. Swale has to play it, turns it over to Obaya. Going, hoping for Hefty out front, denied by Murphy. Then the shot's blocked by Kramer. Puck hops Bulls. No icing. Calvoda has to play it. Calvoda's got to be careful. Able to stab it away from the forechecker. It's been kind of an adventure tonight for Calvoda outside of the crease. Simmons tries to reverse for Rankin, taken over by Hefty. Rankin a nice forecheck. Backhand bid by Simmons, held by Calvoda. Going hard to the net, Rankin. Matador defense doesn't take kindly to that. Levi Bowles particularly up in arms. Rankin may be given a penalty here. Rankin does go to the box. But it looks like Lesick is joining him. Slashing on Lesick and a roughing to Rankin. Time of the penalty is 2:27. So we have 4-on-4 play for the second time tonight, I believe. No, actually for the first time. Because in the first period, Wilson was given 4 minutes. So 4-on-4 for the first time tonight. Sent ahead for Ryans. Shoot, stop by Swale. Big rebound. Barrington scores! Daniel Swale left a big rebound, and Barrington makes him pay. The junior from Woodland Hills picks up his 3rd goal of the season, tying Cameron Rourke for the team lead. So Obaya in the first, Barrington here in the second. That's a big one late for CSUN. Still 4-on-4 for 1:40. And there's about 10 seconds, or make it 20 seconds difference between the penalty clock and the game clock. Calvoda keeps it out. Shot just wide. Close chance there for Hansen. No icing on CSUN. Ryans picks up the lone assist, icing on GCU. That's Ryan's 2nd assist of the season, 3rd point, the 5th-year senior, captain from Calabasas. 4-on-4 for another 1:10, 1:37 to go in the period, so actually 27 seconds difference between the game clock and the penalty clock. Rourke takes the draw for CSUN. Rourke against Casio. Casio wins to Meralda. Now here comes Meralda, checked by Bulls. Numbers for GCU. Edgington drops for Meralda. Meralda shot wide of the nets. Dangerous rush for the Lopes. Kramer off of Bulls. Blasco. Bulls couldn't touch it as he was offside. Taken by Kramer. To Meralda, back to Kramer. Off of Blasco. Blasco leaves it there for Bulls, who gives a healthy hit to Meralda. Bulls helping him out. 28 seconds to go, 4-on-4 play. Under a minute to go in the period. Dug free by Cassio. Held in by Rourke initially. Then it comes to Ewan. Ewan gets away from Cassio. Ewan's had some nice poise with the puck tonight. Ewan drops for Rourke. Tried a toe drag, taken away, 2-on-1. Meralda with Wilson. Meralda shoots wide. Penalties are over, 5-on-5, 22 seconds to go in the period. Rourke checked by Rankin. Rourke sends in, no icing. 10 seconds to go. Hansen stretched pass, deflected by Wilson. Lauren clears out. That'll do it for the second period. An exciting middle period here tonight. Saw a little bit of everything. Rourke turned the puck over, but GCU couldn't get a shot on net on the 2-on-1. In the first, Abaya from Hefty and Ewan at even strength. In the second, 4-on-4, Baron Guts from Ryans. And the Matadors have a 2-goal cushion heading into the third period. We'll be back in just a moment to recap all the stats and scoring plays on the Matadors Sports Network. Plex. I'm Travis Manotti. Into the second period, CSUN 2, Grand Canyon no score. Going back to the first, Quinton Abaya opened the scoring. His second goal of the season from Garrett Hefty and Mason Ewan at even strength. In the second period, while 4-on-4, Eli Barron got buried a rebound on Daniel Swale. His third goal of the season to tie Cameron Rorick for the team lead, assisted by Alex Ryans. Both teams are 0 for 2 on the power play. CSUN a power play in each period so far. GCU 0 for 2 in the first, did not receive a power play in the second. Shots on goal in the middle frame, 9-7 favor the Matadors. So overall shots on goal, 18-16 favor CSUN. It's been a pretty close game so far tonight between these two teams. CSUN has maybe had the better of the play territorially, but GCU is hanging right in there. Matadors are able to take advantage of a little 4-on-4 play, the one and only 4-on-4 play we've seen tonight. CSUN is able to cash in. When we come back, we're going to check the out-of-town scoreboard, have a few more notes to pass along to you before the start of the third period. At the end of 2, as the ZAM is just getting going, CSUN 2, GCU no score on the Matadors Sports Network. Back again at the Simi Valley Isoplex. I'm Travis Van Odie. End of the second period, CSUN 2. And Grand Canyon no score. Quinton Abaya in the first at even strength. Eli Berengut 4-on-4 in the second. The difference. Time now to check the out-of-town scoreboard. Have a few finals to tell you about. First of all, Northern Colorado beats Colorado State by a 4-2 score. So Colorado State, again, their first season in Division II after moving up from Division III. And they continue to struggle. I don't believe Colorado State's won a game yet. So UNC 4-2 victors there. We have a lot of California games going on right now. It was just made a final between Long Beach State and LMU. Long Beach State beats LMU 8-3, so LMU continues to struggle early on this season. A strong victory there for Long Beach State, and I do believe that is a WCHC conference game. Fullerton is playing USC right now, and USC leads that one by a 4-3 score. So USC maybe could be a player in SoCal this season. It's kind of tough to tell, as they beat LMU pretty bad a couple of weeks ago and are currently leading Cal State Fullerton. Denver beats Colorado 4-2, so DU continues a strong start to their season. This one's kind of a surprising one. Metro State beats Utah State 7-4. Now Metro State yesterday, they tied, and that was a tie game as I look it up quickly against BYU. So BYU and Metro State tied yesterday 2-2. But Metro State a big statement victory tonight, beating Utah State, putting up 7 against the Aggies. So Metro State seems like they have improved this season. And that appears to be it in terms of West Region games. Still a couple more going on. Actually, there is a final in another West Region game, as Williston State, who was the #1 seed last year in the West Region, they are in North Dakota. Williston State gets shut out by Midland, who's in D1. That's a team that's in Nebraska. So Midland University shuts out Williston State 8-0. And the Tetons have another strong schedule. They play a ton of Division I schools. They play Minot State, who's in Division I. They're also in North Dakota. University of Jamestown, a Division I school, is in North Dakota as well. And that appears to be it. So some interesting scores tonight. Long Beach State beats LMU pretty handedly. USC currently leading Cal State Fullerton, but it's a close one, 4-3. And Metro State, the biggest victory of the night, beating Utah State, putting up 7 on the Aggies. About 4 minutes remaining in the intermission, with the Matadors, when leading after 2 periods of play this season, it actually has not happened yet. This is the first time they do have the lead after 2 periods of play. When trailing after 2 periods of play so far this season, GCU is 1-2. Their last game against Colorado State, they were trailing 3-2, came back and won that game 6-4. They do have one come from behind victory so far this season due to the Lobe. Thunderbirds have got to keep going in the third period when it begins. It'll be 5-on-5 when the teams come back out. Important third period here for the Matadors, their home opener against GCU. We'll step aside and be back in a moment on the Matador Sports Network. Back again at the Simi Valley Isoplex. I'm Travis Manotti. Start of the third period. CSUN leading Grand Canyon 2-0. First back-to-back meetings between these two teams. Tomorrow night, a 9:30 p.m. face-off. You can watch it right here on the Matador Sports Network. Third period begins 5-on-5. Shots are even, as the game has been pretty even, 18-16 overall. Both teams 0 for 2 on the power play. Abaya at even strength in the first from Hefty and Ewan. In the second, 4-on-4, Ryans and Berengut had a break. Ryan's shot was stopped by Swale, but Berengut chipped on the loose puck. Important third period here for the Matadors, trying to get back on the winning track. Both teams 1-3 overall in the season. GCU is 1-0 in Division II games. First 3 games against D1 opponents, ASU and Arizona. Their last game was their one and only D2 game against Colorado State, won at 6-4 at AZ Ice Peoria. Being told that Jack Maxton may be out for the remainder of this game as he's not feeling well. See if I can see him on the bench. I do not see Maxton, so it appears, yes, he is done for the night. So we'll see how the Matadors react to Maxton being off of that Cameron Rorick line along with Matt Hoover. The Ryans line starts the period with Lessick and Lauren. And it's the top line for GCU starting. Casio against Ryans. Ryans wins to Lauren. Lauren chips it in. Swale stays put. Berengut out front, out of the reach of Blasco. Lauren. It's kicked along by Blasco. Maralda couldn't cut in as Wojnicki was offside. Lessick on around for Blasco. Now Ryans. Good stick there from Casio. He's had a good game tonight for GCU. SoCal homecoming, Corona native. CSUN clears out, but that's icing. Blasco wanted to change, but he has to stay out there. 38 seconds into the third. 3-game weekend for GCU. They play San Diego State Sunday before a home-and-home against ASU next weekend, their rival. Ryans wins the draw. Lauren around. Blasco deflects out. Right to Berengut. Berengut cutting in. Shoot stop by Swale. Blasco, and it's not by Swale. Swale has let out some rebounds tonight, certainly. Lessick tried to feed Blasco, hops his stick. Murphy up the wing and down. That won't go for icing. GCU a change in line. Blasco backhands out, taken by Murphy. Murphy into Matador territory. Marbach weighs his options, deflected by Peng. But well behind the red line, icing on CSUN. Sullivan Murphy, an Orangeville, Ontario native, a freshman. Last played for Travis Stock in the PJHL. Grand Canyon tends to get a fair bit of Canadians to their university. GCU is actually NCAA Division I. They're the only program in NCAA Division I history to be a for-profit school. Calvoda a save, rebound, cleared out. Nice job by Ewan to clear out. Pang a bank pass, taken over by Kramer. And GCU just getting started in their ACHA history. Rorick walks out front, sticked away by Swale. Good play there by Daniel Swale. Marbach to Ewan. Rorick finds Hoover. So right now it's Pang on this line. Pang moves up from the fourth line. Marbach plays up the wing. It's whistled down. Quite sure why that was whistled down. Perhaps an offside or a hand pass on the Matadors. If it was on CSUN, it'd be on their end of the red line. At any rate, Hefty almost wanted to go in. Murphy taps to Wojnicki, who sends in deep. Lauren, pressured by Payne, sends to Goen. Now Lesick curls away from the pressure. Lauren pressured well by Payne and Wojnicki. Wojnicki yields a turnover. Sends back to Murphy. Shot glove save Calvoda. Rebound stopped by Calvoda. Payne with the second bid. Wojnicki back up top, but it's fumbled out. Tough play there for Murphy. Murphy uses the glass. Payne checked by Lauren. Comes back to Payne, taken by Lauren. Lauren, a flip play. Glove down nicely by Kramer and sent in. Abaya taps to Lesick. Lesick all by himself as CSUN's changing, stopped by Swale. Hefty first on it. Little chip play around the defenseman. Wilson gets caught up there in the corner. Cluster of players dig for it. Pried free by Hefty. Taps to Marbach. Marbach wanted to shoot, didn't handle it cleanly. Kramer up the wing. Marbach a drive wide. Ryan's fresh off the bench, holds the zone. Sent out front off of Blasco. It's taken by Furnow. Furnow chips to Green, who gets it inside CSUN territory. Ewan around Wilson to Blasco. Blasco flips it ahead, knocked down by Maralda. Otherwise, a breakaway for Baron Guts. Break there for GCU. Murphy, side of the net. Wilson taken away by Ewan, glove down by Blasco. There's a CSUN alum here tonight, Evan Sharpshare. Check in from Utah, where he moved during the summer. Stolen, possible 3-on-1 for GCU. Payne in front, and it's in the net. Thought Calvoda made the save, but Cody Parker chips it home. An odd man rush that finally works out for GCU there in the game at 15:47. Parker's first career point. He's a freshman from Las Vegas. CSUN's got to find a way to limit the odd man rushes the rest of the game. They gave away 4 breakaways to GCU in the first period. Survived. That time, really no chance for Calvoda. Payne chips it on goal. Calvoda holds it. So all of a sudden, just a 1-goal game here. Over 15 minutes remaining in the third period. 1 goal in each period so far. Rourke against Wojnicki. Wojnicki wins to Payne. Maralda off the stick of Payne. Rourke clears out. Won't go for icing. Maralda pressured by Pang, who continues to stick with the Rourke line. Again, Maxton not feeling well. He's not on the bench. Thomas picks up the lone assist. So actually that was Thomas on that rush. In the SoCal Titans AAA product, a homecoming for him. Picks up an assist on the Parker goal. 15-14 remaining in the third. CSUN needs a victory here tonight. Get back on the winning track. GCU controls. Correct around. Marbach to Lauren. Flips in, Swale out to play it. Swale leaves for the defense. Couric up the far wing this time. Given a rough ride, stolen by Goen. Goen walks to the side of the net, but bothered just enough by Murphy. Goen, I think, waited just a bit too long there. Would have done well to shoot. Abaya stands up his man. Rankin first on it, out front off of Lauren. Taken by Abaya. Abaya chips to Goen, 2-on-2. Now a 3-on-3. Goen from the outside, it's blocked by Rankin. held by Swale. Goen gets a shot off this time, but Swale, a nice stop as Rankin slowed it down. Rankin, a Fairbanks, Alaska native, a freshman, played for Bozeman in the NA3HL. 14:27 to go in the third. Another good one here for the Matadors. With their strong schedule, there's going to be a lot of close games this season. Ewan sends to Lessick. Matadors still rolling 5D, which is what GP Gale likes to do, actually. No D pairs really now. It's just the next two up. That one goes into the CSUN bench. Almost taken out Diego, our cameraman. Gives the I'm all right sign. .59 remaining in the third. Face-off stays in the zone. Matadors top lines out. Puck sent around for Blasco. Flips to Barangut. Barangut leaves for Ryants, trying to get around Murphy. Ryants checked by Murphy. Tries to get it to Barangut, taken away by Parker, the goal scorer moments ago. Blasco swing and a miss. Lessick plays to Barangut. Barangut shoots wide. Blasco first on it. Bowles from the point, well wide. And the puck comes out. Marbach back in. CSUN rolling a change up ice, as is GCU. Marbach again waits for his mate to get onside, sends it on Swale. Swale, I think, wanted to play it, but got caught up in his equipment, holding on. 13:02 remaining in the third as play slows a bit. It's been a fun game to watch. Abaya in the first, Barangut in the second, 4-on-4. Parker here in the third as gotten GCU in the game. Rourke wins cleanly to Bowles. Shot stick save Swale. Swale actually might be using a wood stick. You don't see that too often anymore. Hoover cuts in and scores! Matt Hoover, what a move! He beats Swale. CSUN back on top too at 12:47. Hoover, the first-year junior transfer from COC, picks up his third goal of the season. So now it's a three-way tie for the team lead. Barangut, Hoover, and Rourke. That's a big one for the Matadors. Shot steered aside by Calvoda. Hefty a bit lackadaisical, didn't realize Rankin was closing in on him. Shot stopped by Calvoda, rebound, gloved up by Calvoda. And it's still loose. Somehow it got behind Calvoda. Abaya, a big bump on Rankin. The play continues. Physicality all of a sudden picking up. Centering pass, hoping for Kramer, who had pinched in, but it deflects out off of Goen. Puck stolen by Hefty, but he can't advance it further. 2-on-1 for GCU. Simmons for the trailer. Wilson toe drags, and he couldn't shoot. Wilson out front, denied by Goen and cleared out.
Yeah, boys!
Lessick from the red line slaps it over the net. Couldn't pick up the assists on the CSUN goal as GCU comes that close to getting back to within one. Marbach's shot blocked by Green. Edgington pressured by Ryants. And it's held in. Ryants can't get around a Wilson. Sent to Green. 2-on-4 for GCU. Green trying to go wide on Marbach. Green sauces to Keurig. Keurig down low for Edgington. Edgington out front. Green, a shot gloved off by Calvoda. What a save there for Calvoda. Perhaps his best of the night, robbing Trey Green. Berengut stabs out. Keurig's got to be careful on Blasco. Pass doesn't connect, taken over by Ewan. Ewan to Marbach. Back to Ewan as play settles. Berengut sent to the GCU stripe. Others trying to complete a change. 10:25 to go in the third. Marbach to Berengut, hops his stick. Keurig's shot goes well wide. Hoover, the most recent goal scorer, winding it up again. Nice back check there by Casio. Ewan steals from Wojnicki. Ewan slides it in, heads off on a change. Swale stretches it up the ice, but that goes for icing. One tick below the halfway mark of the third. CSUN a 2-goal lead once more. Matadors, most of their goals have come in second periods so far this season. They've scored 6, now make it 7 second period goals, and they've scored now 6 third period goals with Hoover's strike. Shot from the point, gloved off by Swale. That was Lessick with the bid. CSUN coming into tonight, the only period they have an even goal differential is second periods. A -5, now it's a -4 goal differential in first periods. They still have a -1 goal differential in third periods. Rourke wins the draw to Bowles this time. Shot, it's off a Swale. Rourke's doing well, winning faceoffs here in the third, and they score again! Hoover is second. Back-to-back goals from Matt Hoover. 3 minutes and 5 seconds apart. CSUN's biggest lead at 9:42. Hoover's team leading 4th goal of the season. Matador starting to take over here in the third period. They look to keep it going on the Lopes. Green pitchforks it in. Hoover, Johnny on the spot there in front. GCU, they're not done yet though. Wilson, a nice forecheck. Lauren digs it free. Lauren's got to get rid of the block. And he does to Hefty. Hefty to Goen, but couldn't handle the pass. Nice job by Abaya. Goen creeping in, shot deflects up and out of play. 9:09 to go in the third. Top line hops right back out there for CSUN. Trying perhaps for the knockout blow now. Berengut takes the draw as he normally does there in the left circle on the backhand. Wins to Ryans. Quick shot blocked. Blasco leaves for Berengut, but got mixed up with the linesman. Marbach checks down Rankin, but that's going to be a penalty. Pang and Rourke pick up the assists on Hoover's second goal. So for Rourke, his second assist, 5th point of the season. But CSUN's going to be on the kill. Time of the Marbach penalty, 8:54. First penalty of the third period, doesn't like the call. Heads off on a hold. GCU's third power play, they're 0 for 2. Puck dropped unfairly, we'll do it again. Big power play here for GCU, trying to get back in the game. Ryans, Berengut, Lessick and Bowles, the penalty killers. Berengut takes the draw. It's won by Casio. Maralda trying to draw a call there. Sends to Wojnicki. Wojnicki to Kramer. Back to Wojnicki. Couldn't shoot. Kramer. They switch spots to Maralda. Maralda's shot deflects up and out of play off the stick of Ryans. Nice job up top there by the captain, Ryans. It's actually a double minor, looks like. Or maybe that's just wrong on the scoreboard. There's 2:32, I believe, to go. Now it's been changed. It definitely was not a double minor type penalty for Marbach. Let's see how Brian Melblom, our scorekeeper of many years, adjusts it. It is just a minor to Marbach. 1:32 it looks like to go. Wojnicki wins the draw to Kramer. Payne in deep behind Wojnicki. Bulls a chance to clear. Pressured by Cassio. Wojnicki to Maralda. Wojnicki shoots. Stopped by Calvoda. Rebound stopped by Calvoda. Another chance goes wide. Another penalty upcoming to CSUN as Bulls cross-check down a lope. Kramer's shot held by Calvoda. GCU's second. Let's see here. No, it's not a 5-on-3. It's actually GCU's first 5-on-3 of the game as Bulls heads off at 8:07. Timeout called by GCU. Well, 5-on-3 for GCU for about 1:12. They're trying to get back in the game. Only goal of the first, Abaya from Hefty and Ewan at even strength. Only goal of the second, Barangut from Ryans, 4-on-4. GCU narrowed the gap at 15:47 in the third as Parker recorded his first career point from Thomas. But Hoover back-to-back goals, 3 minutes, 5 seconds apart. Has given CSUN a 3-goal cushion. But a big chance here for the Lopes. Barangut, Lauren, and Ewan, the penalty killers. Top guns are out for GCU. Barangut against Wojnicki on the draw. Barangut plays it out. Nice job by Eli to get it past Kramer. Wastes some time. Maralda in the zone, drops for Wojnicki, now Kramer. Wojnicki, under a minute to go in the 5-on-3. Maralda to Wojnicki. Maralda, Wojnicki, one-timer, healed it. Kramer, up as the defenseman, sends back to Maralda. Wojnicki, couldn't shoot, blocked by Lauren. Maralda fakes the shot. Wojnicki, stopped by Calvoda, no rebound. And Wojnicki took a poke at Calvoda, drawing the ire of the CSUN junior goalie. All on the outside so far for GCU. They are trying to set up Wojnicki, obviously. About 30 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. Ryans is now out with Rorick, so 2 forwards are out with Lessig. Ryans wins the draw to Lessig. Taken over by GCU. Maralda. Wojnicki. Maralda. Now Kramer. Maralda. Pressured by Ryans. Nice job by the Matadors getting into shooting lanes. Kramer to Payne. Payne drops from Maralda. Shot wide of the net. And the puck is held in nicely by Kramer. Marbach cross-checks him down. He's going to go right back to the box. Hand pass there on GCU, it should be, as it was gloved by Wojnicki. Touched up in the corner by CSUN anyway. So another 5-on-3 for about 32 seconds, looks like. Marbach right back in the box at 6:40. This is GCU's 4th and 5th power plays of the game. There are 4 men out on the ice. Actually, GCU was called for a penalty as well, so it's actually a 5-on-4 for GCU, a break for CSUN. Shot wide of the net. So Kramer gets 2 for interference, and Marbach gets a boarding call officially. Penalties even up, and again a 5-on-4 for GCU. For hard to see there on the left side of the scoreboard, but it's under a minute. That shot deflects up and out of play. Face-off stays in the zone. And actually that's it. So Bulls out of the box. CSUN's killed off the 2-man disadvantage. Couple of nice kills there by the Matadors. So GCU is 0 for 4 on the power play. 6:07 to go in the third. Matadors survive the rash of penalties. 5-on-5 hockey. Rourke against Green on the draw. Green wins to Meralda. Shot blocked, and it skips to the side of the net. Calvoda can't cover. Out front, Wilson, a shot didn't get to Calvoda as he was off balance. Rourke, nice steal. Flips to Hoover, but it's taken over by Sullivan. Hoover's looking for the hat trick. And right now it'd be a natural hat trick to boot. Lessig around, 50-50 puck. What a third period for Matt Hoover. Hoover leaves for Rourke, held in by Meralda. But now Hoover forces it out. Hoover angled off. CSUN calling for interference, but play continues. Pang couldn't cut in. Good stick there from Kurek. Played in by Lessig. GCU's got to get a goal here soon to have a chance. 5:15 to go. Wilson shovels it around. Wojnicki pitchforks to neutral ice. Glove down by Green, who's sandwiched down. Hand pass on GCU. And Ryan's given a cross check by Green. But nothing comes of it. 5:03 to go in the third. Matadors top line out. Still looking for the knockout blow. Murphy to Payne. Shovels it in deep. Wojnicki, this is the top unit for GCU. Pass taken over by Ewan. Ewan can't clear. Meralda in front. Shot by Casio. Stopped by Calvoda. Another point-blank save for Brandon Calvoda. He's definitely put the Boise State Showcase behind him. Talking with JP Gale during that showcase, thought Calvoda looked a little tense in the net. Maybe a little too serious. Definitely looks looser tonight, and it's paid off. Calvoda's really been one of the stars of the game for CSUN. Possible 2-on-1. Hefty. Abaya's in front. Sent there. Deflected wide. Going in deep. Puck taken over by GCU. GCU really should have at least 2 or 3 goals, if not for the strong play of Calvoda. Bulls checked by Wilson. Wilson gives Bulls a couple of cross checks, but the refs let it go. Not much there. Hefty trying to clear. Does. Going. Finds Abaya all by himself. Checked down by Edgington. 3:33 to go. Matador stealing deep. Abaya shakes Green's hit, sends to Bulls. Bulls shot blocked. Abaya once more. Abaya cycles for Hoover. Hoover to Stanke, but it was on his backhand and out. Bulls taps to Stanke, getting another shift. Stanke's stretch pass doesn't connect. Icing on CSUN. 3:01 to go in the third. Matadors have led the entire game. Got up 2-0 with a goal in the first and 1 in the second. There's been 3 goals here in the third. First of all, Parker for GCU, followed by 2 goals from Hoover. takes the draw against Simmons. And a timeout called by CSUN. So both teams have used their timeout. It's been an interesting game between CSUN and GCU. The Lopes don't know that they have quite the skill that I was expecting, but they are deeper this year. Certainly a team that could be in the mix for a regional spot. Don't think they're ready to move up to Division I quite yet. We'll see what kind of recruits GCU brings in the offseason. Still, they've given the Matadors all they can handle here tonight. GCU definitely a solid club. Bulls talking with the refs. Bulls, another physical game for him. Able to play. He did receive a major at the end of the Washington game, but it was just a game misconduct for head contact, and really shouldn't have been a penalty at all to Bulls, as he was the one with the puck. Not sure how you can have head contact when you're the one that has the puck. But at any rate, Bulls able to play in this one. Wojnicki angles to Sullivan. Murphy returns to Wojnicki. Murphy, pass side of the net, shot stopped by Calvoda off of Payne. Payne an open look, but not much net to shoot at. Sent out. Won't go for icing. Murphy gets around Barangut and clears out. Lessig back in as CSUN's onside. A penalty behind the play. Hooking call at 2:26. This one appears to be on GCU. Both teams kind of confused. Ice level. It's on Baranguts, though. GCU another power play. They're fifth of the game, 0 for 4. It's GCU's third power play of the period. Rourke against Green. Rourke wins to Lauren, held on by Kramer. Kramer tried to get it to Green. 2 Matadors there and flipped out by Hoover. Matador PK continues to be rock solid this season. 82.6% coming in. Anything above 80 is very good. Trying to stay hot on the PK. Simmons leaves for Green. GCU's set up once more, overloading the right side. Maralda switches spots with Kramer. Maralda off of Calvoda and off of Kramer. Stanke with the clear. So Stanke getting some PK time here for the Matadors. Don't see that too often. 1 minute to go on the power play. GCU having trouble setting up on this man advantage. Lauren couldn't do much with that block. Regathers and sends out. Abaya trying to get there ahead of Murphy. Abaya gains possession. Still trying to get around Murphy. At any rate, just wasting more time. Nice job by Abaya. Green gets around Abaya. Rims off the boards weirdly. Calvoda wanted to play it, but it's deemed frozen. 51 seconds left. Looks like CSUN's going to get a victory here tonight. About 20 seconds or so on the power play. Hefty against Wojnicki. Strong effort tonight by the Matadors, certainly. Not the cleanest of first periods, but nice job the rest of the way. Kurik's shot didn't get to Calvoda. Rebound by Wilson, blocked. And it's fumbled out by Murphy. Empty net for GCU as well. So it's a 6-on-4 right now. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. half a minute to go in the game. Wojnicki, back checked by Hefty, loses his stick. Bowls up the wing, held in by Wilson. Maralda, checked by Berengut out of the box. Still has the puck, then it's sent out by Pang. Maralda to Keurig, 12 seconds to go. So GCU now 0 for 5 on the power play. Pang steals. Berengut a look at the empty net, and it's blocked. But CSUN gets back in the win column with a 4-1 victory. Brandon Calvoda pumped up. He gets his first W of the season. A strong effort tonight by the Matadors. This is what we saw all of last season. Good defensive hockey. Matadors are able to wear down GCU as the game went along. And they get a much-needed 4-1 victory here tonight. There's going to be no handshake. Both teams are waiting for tomorrow's game for the handshake. Matadors salute the crowd. They've won now back-to-back home openers. Last year against Cal State Fullerton, this year against Grand Canyon. So the Matadors improved to 2-3 on the season. Grand Canyon drops to 1-4. Matadors led the entire way. 1 goal in the first period. Abaya, his second of the season from Hefty and Ewan at even strength. In the second period, 4-on-4. Berengut his third of the season from Ryans, made it 2-0. In the third period, Cody Parker got his first career point, assisted by Ray Thomas at even strength. Then Matt Hoover, 2 goals, 3 minutes and 5 seconds apart, his third and fourth goals of the season. Hoover now leads the Matadors in goals. The second goal was assisted by Pang and Rourke, both at even strength, gave CSUN the 4-1 victory. Game-winning goal goes to Eli Berengut, led the Matadors in game-winning goals last season with 6. Rourke got the game-winning goal against Montana Tech, so Berengut his first game-winning goal of this season. Matadors did not get a power play in the third. They finished 0 for 2, so the PP still needs work, but the penalty kill in the last 2 games now is a perfect 11 for 11. As the Matadors penalty kill continues to be strong, GCU finishes 0 for 5. Calvoda, his first victory of the season, improves his record to 1-2. He's a perfect 3-0 against GCU in his career. Calvoda now career-wise is 28-17-1-1. Losing goaltender is Daniel Swale, dropped his record to 0-2. He played 59 minutes and gave up all 4 goals. Strong effort tonight by the Matadors again, and this was much needed. They really needed to get back in the win column, and they do exactly that. These two teams meet up again tomorrow night. We'll be on the air at 9:30 with the pregame show. That'll do it for us tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Travis Van Noting. Cal State Northridge gets back in the win column. Their second victory of the season, now 2-3. Strong 4-1 victory over Grand Canyon, who drops to 1-4. We'll speak with you tomorrow night on the Matador Sports Network. Good night.